Coming up in this video,
What are you doing? What's the matter? Someone pulled my ear!
fear is a universal emotion. It haunts every dark corner of the globe, and here's proof. These 30 scary videos are alarming viewers around the world. Number 30, Phantom Passenger. Is there Uber in the afterlife? YouTuber Aiden's Escapades shares this video of an unexpected passenger in this vehicle. Upon approach, he finds a piece of fabric shut into the back door of the abandoned car.
Hello? Hello?
That's odd enough, but when he rounds the vehicle, things get even stranger. Did you see it? Look closely. You can see an obscure figure in the passenger seat. Though Aiden doesn't see this figure in the moment, he tries again to pull the cloth out of the back door, but no luck. Still, a YouTuber in the comments may have solved this part of the mystery. Did this person need help? I think they abandoned their vehicle after being haunted by the phantom in the passenger seat. But that's just my theory. A scary theory. Number 29, Squatch. What mysteries walk among us? YouTube channel Squatch Watchers may have further proof that this mythical creature is no myth at all. Many in the comments think this is a man in a Bigfoot suit. But others are easily convinced. I kind of agree that it looks more like a gorilla costume than the real deal. But that's just my opinion. What do you think this is? Real or fake? Number 28, Shapeshifter. Is this a ghost deer or a shapeshifter? Redditor St. Louis X50 captured this semi-transparent creature moving through the Missouri Ozarks. Some in the comments think the strange capture may be atmospheric. As the time of day was around 6 in the morning, I think Rally Hound may be onto something. It could be a live deer made elusive by the light, or it could be a skinwalker. You decide. Let me know what you think it is in the comments. Number 27, Snake in the Grass. This snake isn't what it seems. Trending in the Hindi and Spanish-speaking YouTube communities, I came across this thumbnail image shared by El Gap Terror. Research led me to the original source, YouTube channel, Wokhaya Razhai Official. Take a look at the live-action version.
फुल फंस गया
जाल फंस गया यार।
मैं इसका ध्यान अपना तरफ किया भी फिर भी आपको नहीं क्या करे फिर यार?
पकड़ा जाएगा तो जाल से ही पकड़ा जाएगा रहीम बाबा।
पकड़ जा।
After a time, they decide to try and capture the creature.
ओए यार।
But they seem too afraid to succeed. It escapes them, but they see its eyes glowing from deep in the field.
ओए 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 नजर आ गया ना? कोई चीज। ओए देखो देख वो देख रहीम देखो रहीम वो देखो अल्लाह अकबर अल्लाह।
They see it again, hiding, and try to capture the thing, but again it eludes them.
इस तरफ।
They don't ever bag the thing, but by the look of it, I sure wouldn't want to.
जब नहीं होएगा ना वही तो बात है ना। ओए यार।
Number 26, Liberty Theater. Located in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, Liberty Theater began as an opera house in 1893. The place was turned into a cinema in 1920 and remained one until the 50s, and with so much life lived there, now it is said to be haunted. YouTube team Get Spooky Society investigates, and as they attempt to connect with one of the theater's spirits, a light turns on.
Is your name Roberta?
Wow. Where did that come from?
My head.
Using a Kinect device, one of the team holds hands with a ghost named Chuck.
It's now touching your hand.
It is.
You're holding hands.
Aw. Hi, Chuck.
Do you feel anything?
Uncomfortable because of the way I'm sitting.
And hot?
When Dale attempts to connect with Chuck, the spirit instead throws a few punches.
Right? Wasn't he? Punching at him. He's punching at you.
So?
Yeah. Uh-huh. He just punched you in the face. Now he's holding your hand.
Stop it, Chuck.
I'm intrigued by the light turning on during their initial contact, but this SLS interaction is totally convincing. It seems to me that Chuck is protective of women and is ready to defend himself and others. Number 25, Close the Game. Is this real or fake? YouTube channel True Horror Stories POVs series titled Real or Not leaves it up to viewers to decide. This story begins with a Ouija-like game.
Kawan.
But for one of the girls, this is not a game at all. And then, it seems the planchette has taken on a life of its own.
Yes.
As they try to end the game, the lady in white isn't finished yet. In my opinion, although closing the game is urgent, they shouldn't have played it in the first place. Number 24, Creepy Greek Cemetery. This Greek cemetery is haunted. YouTube team JK Bros enters the creepy place to commune with the spirits that reside here. And this is the best place to do it. Upon entering, they do hear a whisper.
Did you hear that?
I heard it. Then they immediately get a reading on their ghost apps.
Is it the same over here?
Guys,
Bro,
this is on two different phones right now, eh?
Guys,
This is two different
I'm
phones.
shaking, bro.
As they continue looking around, they notice one spirit right beside them.
Put your arms. Costa, say it in Greek.
Say it in Greek, Costa.
Αν είσαστε εδώ, δώσ' μου ένα σήμα. But did it just do it?
It does look like it raises its arms a little. Later, next to one particular gravestone, they capture a figure again.
Guys, this is 2 different phones. We are not making this up.
They ask the spirit to move the flowers, and it does.
So,
Uniste ta luludia.
I'd be saging myself after this whole experience. I think they were definitely in contact with some spirits, and I fear these spirits could likely attach themselves to the team members. Number 23, hunting a skinwalker. YouTube team Spirit Stalkers spends the day hunting skinwalkers at Oglaze Village in Utah, and they encounter something chilling. With a recording device, they make contact, and then they hear something close by.
What's that?
Dude, it's like, do you hear it?
Yeah.
It's like growling, it's like,
Later, at the Kinner house, they capture both a footstep and a shadow figure at the same time.
Can you make a device go off, please? Can you make a device go off, please?
Back downstairs, the guys hear a footstep and then capture more unsettling sounds upstairs.
So we don't need a speaker. On the tour, Eric. That wasn't you.
footstep.
That wasn't you.
No.
Someone upstairs?
Again.
Later, they ask the spirit to set off the REM pod, and it responds.
Are you gonna scare my brother when he comes in? If you are, make that go off twice. Like bump bump.
It just did.
Dude, Noah's. Alright, Mr. Counter, thank you. It's his birthday. This is gonna.
As Noah approaches the cabin, something is inside.
Okay, I see the lights going off in the cabin. I'm going in there. Dude, something is the music box going off in the cabin, and I'm not even in there.
Then, as he opens the door, this happens.
Hello? Who's in here? Holy shit. Dude, what's going on? Everything is going crazy. I feel like my challenge is in here. The music box.
I think an entity is definitely in this cabin, but whether a skinwalker or simply a spirit, that's yet to be known. Number 22, Murray Station Haunted Homestead. A hectometer EVP session at Murray Station Haunted Homestead leaves YouTube team Epoch Paranormal in awe. First, the spirits here tell them they're weak. Then they're offered this cryptic message.
He owns it. Who owns it? Who owns it?
Jay Austin.
That does sound like a name, but it's not clear. Later, they hear what sounds like voices coming through the static.
Are you here with us?
When asked if they see light, the spirit gives a grisly answer.
Do you see light?
They then ask the spirit if they're from here, and they get an obscure response.
Are you from this world?
I want pots.
The guys start to feel very hot, and this curious exchange happens.
Oh, it's so hot in here.
Aggravates air.
You think I should go outside?
I don't think I'd take a ghost up on that invitation. They seem to be getting intelligent responses from the spirits, and honestly, even though it's hot in there, that would give me chills. Number 21. Abandoned cult town. The Scottish Highlands was once home to an ancient cult, and YouTube team Sam and Jesse Explore heads there to check out its ruins. Upon entering, they really get into the spirit of the place.
Jess is a hillbilly now, look at her. Who's that?
The whole area is shrouded in mystery.
It's nice that they had the pillars as tree trunks. What is this? They had a ton of it.
Once inside, more mystery unfolds.
Right.
Ooh, yeah. We made it.
They find a postcard on the table.
I'm sure what that is. That's the house. I don't know, it's a bit scared.
It's in another language.
Scottish or something.
But a moment later, they realize it's not Scottish.
Look at this. It's all in a different language, mate. It's all in German.
Oh, yeah.
It's a German community up here. How mad is that?
The fact that everything appears to be intact is astonishing, considering others have been here before.
Do people actually came here, other explorers, in like 2018, and every house was open and untouched? Crazy.
I am impressed though, like by that one.
Just by that one.
Later, they hear something.
Over there, like metal banging on the main street, so hopefully it's not our time to get caught right now. This isn't the sort of place you want to get caught at. Do you know what I mean? A cult village. You get caught there, like some angry German occultist or something.
Hello.
Many in the comments are also seeing a face in the window as Sam and Jess wrap their exploration up.
So this is actually sealed, so I think that is the end of this video.
Do you see the face peeking around the corner? I don't think it's a spirit, I think it's Jess's reflection, but the rest of this cult place is so spooky, I wouldn't be surprised if spirits are lurking around every corner. Number 20. Solo investigation. During a solo investigation, YouTuber Strictly Paranormal suffers a fright when this happens.
Anybody here wanna speak to me?
Once the door closes, he gets really freaked out. I think I'd be done with my solo exploration after this. It's just not worth the risk. Number 19. Haunted Schoolhouse. Phantom pupils lurk in this haunted schoolhouse, and they're throwing down. YouTube team, the new reality paranormal is being bullied in one of the classrooms.
AV. Oh, dude, something just hit me, bro. Something just It was a rock? I don't know. Something hit my car.
Here it is again.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
Something was definitely thrown. The guys say it was a rock. In my opinion, these spirit students are throwing stones at the team in an attempt to get them to leave this place. And if I were there, it would definitely work on me. Number 18. Abandoned jailhouse. The spirits are locked up in this abandoned jail cell for all of eternity. And YouTuber Matt from Finders Beepers may soon be trapped here with them. As he enters and heads down a stairwell, many viewers hear a creepy child's voice.
That's where I came in. But then I've just found another set of stairs down here. But I didn't see them while I was down there.
Did you hear it?
But I didn't see them while I was down there.
That sounded creepy. He wanders through the place and discovers he's not alone. someone is definitely in here with him.
Can you hear him? Oh my, can you hear him? I feel like they're coming this way as well.
Just another urban explorer? Maybe, but we don't know that for sure. And whoever is here, I think I'd stay away from. Number 17, Guitar Ghost. Redditor Training Beat 7600 just moved in, and it looks like his new apartment is haunted. Watch the guitar. At first, it moves just a little, but then things get weird.
It's fucking moving. Look, it's my hand.
Well, half of the people in the comments think it's a string being pulled. The other half advise the Redditor to run. All I know is, if it started playing Hotel California, I'm out of there. Number 16, Jamaica Inn. While spending an evening at the Jamaica Inn, YouTuber CJ Simmons and his team experienced some chilling interactions with the spirits that haunt the place.
David, can you make some tapping noises for us, or Annabelle?
Sorry? Who was that? Who was that? I heard you said that. Was that you?
They heard a subtle voice, and a little later, they receive a response from a spirit named Michelle.
Is it Michelle you like? Make the lights really blue. It's Michelle. What the f***? What happened? I only screamed because Michelle screamed. Right.
She responds again.
What happened? Michelle screamed.
It was just,
it
was just a tiny little noise, like some move.
Right. Oh, no.
The spirit of Michelle seems very communicative to me. This makes me even more curious about what story she has to tell. Number 15, Operating Room Ghost. YouTuber Outdoor Xiaolong is lured into the operating room by a ghost doctor, and I don't think this doc is qualified. As Xiaolong enters the abandoned hospital, he hears some noise. Xiaolong sees a child.
这里边我离远的时候，就是个小孩儿。当我走近了，他变了。还有这里边，是什么？
Then he hears a strange high-pitched noise that sends him running. He decides maybe it's just a bird, but then he hears this. That sounds mechanical to me. As he follows the sound, this happens. Something is in the operating room with him. What did he see? Then this gas valve is turned.
我操！
Things are getting pretty dicey in this place, especially when Zhao Long seems to see a reflection of something behind him.
哎呦我操了！别他妈吓我！
I'd be out of there too. Actually, I would have been out of there long before this. You can feel there's evil here. Number 14. Confronting a demon. Do you have the guts to confront a demon? YouTuber Jasko and his friends, Ben and Angelo, spend the night in this haunted cabin, and things go downhill from there. While in the basement solo, Jasko realizes he may not be alone.
Guys, that's not funny.
Jazz?
Yeah, Ben? That's not funny, bro. Hush! What is that?
But back upstairs, the guys are having their own paranormal crisis.
Whoa, stop. Something just flew across the room. Look at this.
They start hearing things, and they realize the sounds are coming from a problem area in the home.
Alright, that's upstairs. That's in that fucking room. Bro.
Yeah, it is. It is upstairs. It's right above us.
Yes.
And later, as they try to get some sleep, activity seems to increase. Ben is also visited by a bedside ghost. He leaves his room, and when he returns, he finds the balcony door open. It was open. You're not going crazy, Ben. That ghost is just gaslighting you. And I think if this trio stays here any longer, the spirits here might succeed at driving them insane. Number 13. Silver Arrow. This ghost train delivers passengers to their final destination. YouTuber Adam Ghost Trapper captures the haunted train, known as the Silver Arrow, or Silver Pylon, on camera. The legend of the ghost train dates back to mid-1960s Stockholm. One YouTuber in the comments shares a little about the Silver Pylon.
I have amazing memory, and I have a 3D map in my head, always.
Walking along the tracks in a tunnel, Adam's infrared camera reveals this.
Look! Look!
He hears something, and then he knows he must flee now if he wants to get out alive.
Run!
At last, he reaches the end of the tunnel.
This is the end! It's safe! Have you seen it?
It looks to me that Adam escaped just in the nick of time. A second later, and I think he may have become the zombie train's newest passenger. Number 12. Mausoleum Melody. This mysterious melody would put anyone on edge. YouTuber Franco of Franco TV is in a mausoleum when he hears cryptic singing.
And I swear I could hear someone singing. You hear it?
Many in the comments find it both unsettling and angelic.
Hello?
Toward the end of the clip, it sounds like Franco is getting closer and closer to the singer. But there's no one there. Is this a spirit singing in the afterlife? I somehow find this both peaceful and terrifying. Number 11, Ohio State Reformatory. Located in Mansfield, Ohio, the Ohio State Reformatory is a renowned hotspot in the realm of the paranormal. The YouTube team Charm City Paranormal investigates the place, and what they discover there is chilling. As they're walking through the creepy prison, one of the team feels something.
Something just touched me on my hip. Yep.
Well, that feeling must be creepy. It was in reviewing some footage later that they captured what they believe is an apparition. Take a look. Does this look like a face to you? Here it is, zoomed in. Well, I do think it could quite possibly be pareidolia. It does look eerie. What do you think is going on here? Number 10, Randonautica Encounter. If you choose to enter the dark world of Randonautica, then you'd better be willing to pay the ultimate price. YouTuber Chelsea Luna is joined by her friends Omar, James, and Carlos on this Randonautica adventure. Well, at first, they scare each other.
Hello? Jeez.
The fear later comes from the outside as Chelsea hears something in the distance.
You didn't hear that?
What?
By the trailer. Either something walking, something knocking.
We were all talking.
After a couple of random coordinates, the team arrives at a very creepy location.
This is a... Oh, the rest of the video is on the camera. Okay, this is a regular road, right? Right, yeah. Okay. Dude, look at
Damn,
that.
look at that.
That is pretty sketchy looking. That's someone's house.
When they turn onto the property, a rock is inexplicably thrown at their car.
What was that? What was that?
Bro, there's something just hit the back of the car.
What just hit the car? Bro.
What? Is there something back there?
Did somebody just hit your car?
Who or what is trying to confront them? You'll have to watch part 2 to find out, but my theory is that they have a stalker on their hands. Number 9, Soul of an Old Man. The soul of an old man is said to guard this abandoned home, and YouTuber Dennis of Dark Ghost Paranormal is here to confront him. As he tours the home, he soon feels uneasy. And he has reason to be. Watch the boots. Dennis grabs the boots and finds there's no one in them. Later, he finds furniture moving in this room. And then, even more in this one. Whatever that sound was is giving me the chills. Dennis makes a run for it. Not long after, he hears a voice. As he tries to get a closer look at this creepy stain on the wall, he hears it again. I believe the old man is here, making sure that no one trespasses, and if they do, I'm afraid they're in for it. Number 8, demon entity. What happens when you get trapped with a demon? YouTuber Exploring with Angelo finds out when investigating this haunted cabin in the woods. Something is inside with him.
Come on, communicate with me. You said you wanted to communicate. What that?
And no, that wasn't just the airflow.
Communicate? Oh, that's the back door again.
A demon is following Angelo around.
Weird is going on here. What was that? Oh my. Dude.
That was a crucifix, and things are about to get even freakier.
Rings all over the place. Oh, that was the door again. Holy dude, what is going on in here? This is insane.
I think I'd agree that a demonic poltergeist is wreaking havoc in this home with Angelo, but what it's after, no one knows. Number 7, Sinister House. This most haunted house in the UK is home to witches, demons, and lost souls. YouTuber Moxley of Moxley's Paranormal World pays a visit and quickly understands its terrible reputation.
Oh, these floors are a bit. It's the toilet.
Shortly after, Moxley hears something.
Listen, after having to walk.
I swear, I just heard. I swear I just heard a noise then.
Then upstairs, they hear yet another unexplained noise. Moxley says he's getting a bad feeling in this place. Are you? I sure am, and I believe you should always trust your gut. Number 6, Dracula's Castle. Dracula lives here at Bram's Castle, and YouTube team Ghost Trip Investigation is hoping they don't get bit, but they might.
Thank you for any interaction that you can give to us this evening. That sounded like a ball dropped. Like, doosh, doosh, doosh.
And later, whatever is here becomes aggressive.
What are you doing? What's the matter?
Someone pulled my ear! Pulled my ear!
You joking?
No, I'm not!
There's something in it, babe.
Pulled my ear!
It was just his ear. I think he should be grateful it's not his neck, but I wouldn't wait around and give it the chance. Number 5, Not Alone. TikToker Cyprian Adventures discovers he's not alone. In this bunker, he lets himself down into it. Then he finds it gets creepier by the minute. When he climbs down the stairs, it looks like something peeks into the window. Then, as he gets deeper into the bunker, he starts hearing noises. And that's when he turns out the light. I hope the way he came in isn't the only way out, because it sounds to me like someone has trapped him there. Number 4, Spirit Light. This one is really odd. Redditor Vente_LVR writes, "My lamp turns off when my candle is going and turns on when it's out. I'm pretty sure it's a spirit trying to make itself known. Take a look." After she extinguishes the candle, this happens. Some in the comments think this is set up, perhaps a lamp with a smart bulb, but others who are trusting the Redditor have also found rational explanations. Well, I think there could still be a paranormal element here. I guess that requires you to suspend your disbelief. Number 3, Not an Owl. TikTokers Scream1210 Productions thought this was an owl, but after a closer look, they have no idea what it is. But their doorbell cam does. While the mystery appears solved, a moment later, the TikToker spots it at the second floor window. If this is a masked human stalker, how did they get up there? I believe this is a mystery for the ages, and for now, it looks like we're left with more questions than answers. Number 2, St. Jude's Cemetery. This ghost is a bully. YouTube team Night Watchers Paranormal Australia encounters a spirit throwing rocks at St. Jude's Cemetery. Upon entering, they hear a strange sound.
Listen. What is that? That is so weird.
That's a new one.
It sounds like a creature from Alien vs. Predator. They hear the unexplained sound again a moment later.
Oh.
Welcome to St. Jude's, mate.
As they continue, they capture a disembodied voice and what appears to be a figure in a window.
I'm back at the car.
Did you see that? Well, I think that could just be light reflected. This next bit is harder to explain.
I'll turn it off and then back on. Put it back down. Let it do its...
Did you see that?
I just heard that.
I caught it.
What
I
was
caught
it?
it. I saw it go flying.
What was it?
It was a stone.
Here it is again. And that's not the only stone thrown. Later, the spirit is at it again, and this time, it appears to actually hit them.
Wait.
Another stone.
Another stone. Wait.
Another stone.
Another stone.
In my opinion, this mischievous spirit is out on the hunt, and it won't stop until it gets its prey. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Jack in the Box. This security camera captured a mystery Jack in the Box that has Redditor Viper on Fire questioning everything. The Redditor says the thing popped up before the video started recording too. Some in the comments are saying it's an insect, others are saying it's an angel. But I think it's a mystery that's alarming viewers around the world.